children. In the previous class we have studied till brain. Okay, we have studied that the central nervous system is consist of two parts, that is the brain and the spinal cord. Brain is the main control and processing unit, where the various type of sensation, various type of signals which are received by the various sense organs, the eyes, nose, tongue, ears, skin, etc. And these all informations are ultimately passed to the brain, where brain decodes them and then compare it with the previous thing, that what it can be, like if you heard something, what it can be, or if some song you heard, then you come to know that this particular, the pitch and sound and this thing, and these all are the particular movie song or particular singer's song. Similarly, when you taste something, you come to know that the chocolate which you are eating, whether it is the real Cadbury or it is a fake one. Or when you see someone by his walk or by his standing posture, you compare yourself, because you have seen that same person earlier also, and by comparing you come to know that who is he. Okay? Sometime that same image is not there, then we have to judge, then we have to understand, then we have to manipulate. So there are so many things. All these are the part of intelligence, and intelligence is actually a part function of frontal. Okay, then we have studied the parietal is there, which has the association. Temporal is there, which is related with the hearing, and the occipital, which is responsible for vision. Okay, so these are got the various part of the brain has got different type of areas where the different functions have been decided. And then midbrain, we have studied that it is associated with some sort of behavior, the behavior of emotions, okay, related with the emotions. Now emotion can be good emotion, or it can be bad emotion, or it can be a rage, it can be a sort of what you call, that is a comparison or whatever, evil thoughts, etc., whatever it is. So those can also be there. Okay, so that is associated with your behavior, or that is associated with your emotions. And the third part is actually consist of three different organs, that is the pons and the medulla and the what you call, the cerebellum. So cerebellum is responsible for maintaining balance. It is maintaining the posture of the body, and then it also helps in creating a muscle tone between the muscle tone, and it also helps in the association or coordination between the various voluntary functions. The pons is responsible for maintaining heart rate and the breathing rate, etc., and medulla is controlling all the involuntary functions of our body, like the heartbeat or the breathing or the digestion, etc. Okay, so all these were the part of the various brain and its different part. Now today we shall study about the what you call, spinal cord. Spinal cord, as you know, as we already studied in the previous classes, the spinal cord is actually an extension of the medulla oblongata, which runs in the vertebral column. So it is well protected by the vertebral column, and it can provide the vertebral column is protected by the vertebral column is providing the safety, as well as the vertebral column is also covered by the three layers, that is the meninges, and a fluid which is running between that is called the cerebrospinal fluid. And the spinal cord is the thickest nerve of body. The various nerves which are there, and among them the thickest nerve is spinal cord, and the spinal cord is a mixed kind of nerve. Now what is meant by the mixed kind of nerve? That is a nerve which is having some sensory nerve passing through it, and the motor nerve. So both the type of nerves are there. So that forms spinal cord. So general information we studied about the spinal cord, that is the spinal cord is an extension of medulla oblongata. It is well protected by the vertebral column. It is covered by the membranous jacket of three membrane, that is meninges. A fluid is surrounding that is called cerebrospinal fluid, and together the vertebral column and the meninges and the cerebrospinal fluid protects the spinal cord from the various shocks and the jerks and the friction and resistance and pressure difference, etc., etc. Okay. And spinal cord is having some ascending and some descending nerves. That is, the ascending one is the sensory and the descending one is what you call motor nerves. And spinal cord has two important functions. The first is that it is connecting all the peripheral organs to the CNS, that is brain. And secondly, spinal cord up to a certain extent can minimize or reduces the effort between the peripheral organ and brain, and several decisions are made by the spinal cord at its own level. So it decreases the time taken between the action and reaction. Okay. And such type of processes does not require any type of thinking, so that reduces time even. And the time reduction of time is actually very important in some of the cases. Like suppose you are walking and your foot falls onto, or you step on some glass pieces, or you may step onto some nail, or you may step onto some fire, or you accidentally touch some hot object. So if all these things will involve thinking and reasoning, and should I remove or should I not remove, what will happen if I not remove, and all those type of questions and all, by the time those decisions will be brought by the brain, by after thinking and manipulating and judgment and comparison and all, by the time your body may have a great damage. Okay. Suppose the vehicle is coming with a greater speed and you just remain standing there, what will happen if I will not move, what you will do, and there are some type of ridiculous questions are raised by the brain, and brain is involved in thinking and reasoning and understanding and comparison and judgment and all. So it will delay the process, and by the time the person is still thinking over it, the person may meet with an accident. So the simplest way the spinal cord is providing is the reflex action, where the action instantly done and then the thinking is involved. So suppose when you are walking and accidentally you step on some nail or some glass or some pointed object or some hot object you touch, instantly you remove your hand or your body part which is coming in contact with those dangerous objects. Instantly, without noticing, without voluntary action, you are not thinking. You are not thinking I have to remove my hand. Okay? Many times it happens that removal of your hand may be a severe damage. Like suppose you are sitting with your laptop on and you are having teacup with you, and suddenly you bought your unknowingly. You never realize that the tea is hot, and the moment you touch it with your lips and you find that the tea is hot, instantly the reaction is there, that is you remove this and some of the tea spill on your keyboard. The keyboard may spoil. Okay? So it may, but somehow your life is saved. Your life is saved. Okay? But whatever physical damages are there, that is something different. So that is how the reflex action is a quick and instant action which is performed against some some type of reflexes without involvement of thinking by some voluntary muscles. So that is the reflex action. Reflex action में क्या है? There are thinking is not involved. Brain may be involved. We cannot say that the brain is not involved at all. But brain's thinking and reasoning and understanding, that is the active part of the brain, is not there. Okay, the processes can be done without involvement of thinking. That type of. Now suppose you are walking and all of a sudden some dust particle enter in your nose. Would you think over it कि यार नाक में कुछ कचरा है, I should sneeze now? Before you think anything, the sneeze comes out. Before you get the judges that this food is not made, you just get a smell of flavor of the food, and immediately salivation takes place. This salivation is not by thinking. हम यहाँ पे सोच नहीं रहे. Had we thought So we would have thought, yeah, what try to do, this food is not meant for me and why should I salivate? But these type of actions are actually without thinking, without involvement of the consciousness of the brain. The reflex action doesn't involve consciousness of the brain. If you think right in this way, it does not involve brain, that it may be wrong, because there are several reflexes which we control by our face. Those all are actually controlled by the cranial nerves, which are taking the information to the brain. It's not that these information will also go to the spinal cord and from spinal cord the processing will be done or reflex is done. Spinal cord is doing controlling the reflex only below this region, neck region, and above the neck, that is all the reflexes are actually controlled by the cranial nerves, that is by the brain. Okay, the spinal cord is not only organ which carries the reflex action, ये याद रखिए ना, ठीक है। अब पढ़ते हैं पेज नंबर 322, 21.5 पढ़ते हैं, रिफ्लेक्स एक्शन एंड रिफ्लेक्स आर। क्या लिखा है देखते हैं। You must experience a sudden withdrawal of the body part when it comes in contact with the object that is extremely hot or cold or pointed, or animal that are scary or poisonous. ठीक है, suppose you are sitting and all of a sudden some sound appears, ठीक है, suppose you are on your terrace and suddenly light fails and there is an extreme dark and some sound comes, so you will be scared at once and you will run for your life, ठीक है। तो that occurs involuntarily without conscious effort or thought and require the involvement of the parts of the central nervous system, is called reflex action, ठीक है। The reflex pathway comprises of at least one of the afferent neuron। क्या क्या होंगे रिफ्लेक्स पाथ, ये यहाँ पे दे रखा है डायग्रामेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ रिफ्लेक्स एक्शन। क्या क्या है, सी this is the knee and here we have got a small hammer, okay, this is called knee jerk reflex. So this hammer is hit onto the knee and that causes the pressure and the pain, okay. They are carried by the afferent pathway. This is afferent pathway. Afferent pathway is also known as afferent nerve. Afferent nerve is also known as sensory nerve. So sensory nerve will take it and it is taking it to the where? It is taking to the spinal cord. And on the spinal cord, instantly a related nerve which will take the information to the respective muscle, that is efferent pathway, get activated and it takes the information to the respective muscles and the muscles will bring the movement, okay. So there is the afferent nerve, there is the efferent, or you can, in a simple word you can put say like that, there is a sensory nerve and there is a motor nerve, and the sensory and motor nerves are connected in the spinal cord, and the information later on, after the action has been performed, the information will pass to the brain. ऐसा नहीं कि brain को information जाएगी नहीं, brain will definitely have to come to know. We'll take a simple analogy. In our real life, what we see, there is an office and the office has got one watchman, and during night we all people are at home, the manager is at home, the CEO is home, the Malik is at home, all are at home, and there is only one watchman which is taking care of the office, and suddenly there is a fire breaks in the office. Now what will happen, what will be the action performed by the watchman? Watchman will immediately take the fire extinguisher and start putting the fire out, and at the same time he should call for a firefighter. बदले में इसके suppose there is another system, this is the common system. First he should pick up the fire, that is fire extinguisher, and blow the, that is put out the fire, मतलब उसका कोशिश करना उसका सबसे पहला काम, and at the same time he may take the mobile and he can give a call to the firefighter so that they may also come. So the action has to be performed at the local level, and then he has to inform to the office, to the manager, to the head office, wherever he has to, that sir, in the midnight at so and so time I was just sitting there and suddenly I felt there is something warm and the bright light, and when I turned I found that there is a fire in the office, and then I did this thing. Now in place of that, suppose it does it in the just opposite way. What? No sooner he sees the fire, he rings up to the head office or to the manager, एंड ही आस्क्ड, सर ऑफिस में आग लगी है, क्या करूं? तो क्या होगा? ही विल ऑल्सो गेट फायर. ठीक है. सो टुमारो नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग ही विल बी फायर्ड फ्रॉम हिज जॉब बिकॉज नॉनसेंस यू डोंट नो दिस मच दैट व्हेन देयर इज अ फायर यू शुड कंट्रोल इट इंस्टेड ऑफ ब्रिंगिंग मी अप व्हाट आई विल डू. ठीक है. सो यू विल हैव टू हियर अ गुड lecture and next day he will be fired from his job. So the action has to be taken immediately in order to prevent further damage. Whereas he is sending the information to the head office will send to the local office will send the information to the firefighter will come and take the action. By the time all the office, all the important documents and the machineries etc., computer, laptop, everything will be burned up. ठीक है. सो दैट इज द सेम थिंग इज हियर. दैट इज बाय द टाइम a needle or a pointed object or a glass piece is pricked onto our feet and the information will go to the brain will involve thinking, reasoning. बोले क्या होगा अगर यार एक छोटा सा कांच ही तो है, अरे क्या फर्क पड़ता है. By the time we will just think and judge and manipulate and that is all those things will be done. The glass may poke deep in the body and then the damage may be severe. ठीक है. सो इंस्टेंटली दैट लेवल इंफॉर्मेशन आर प्रोसेस देयर इटसेल्फ फंक्शन सेंसिंग ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन लाइक यू फाइंड समथिंग पिकिंग इमीडिएटली यू रिमूव योर लेग एंड देन यू सी व्हाट हैपेंड एंड देन द इंफॉर्मेशन आर सेंट टू द ब्रेन. ठीक है. एंड द ब्रेन हैज टू से थैंक गॉड आई हैव सीन. Okay, so that is what the reflex is. Okay, so this diagram you have to learn and the diagram you have to practice also. चलिए अब आते हैं सेंसरी ऑर्गन. सेंसरी ऑर्गन में सबसे पहले पढ़ेंगे आँख को. पेज नंबर 323, फिगर नंबर 21.6. Human eye already studied in class 10. Anyway, this is little elaborated. है ना, वो फिजिक्स थी, ये बायो है. फिजिक्स वी आर स्टडिंग ओनली द फंक्शनिंग and bio we have to study in the details. Okay, so the eyes are found in the orbits which are here in the face and they are found little deep inside so that even if something comes and hit here, it will not damage eyes. ठीक है. कोई आप खेल रहे हो, फुटबॉल आके लग गई तो ये ऊपर ही रह जाएगी between these two bones, it will not poke your eye. Some pointed objects are there, तो फिर तो कोई कुछ कर नहीं सकते. बट द गॉड हैज मेड इट वेल प्रोटेक्टेड सो दैट इट शुड नॉट गेट एनी डैमेज. Moreover, it is protected by the eyebrows and eyelashes, which is not letting the water and the dust particles and etc. to enter in the eyes. The eyes are consist of 3 layers. ठीक है. 3 layers you can see here. The outermost layer, pink color, this one. The outermost layer, this is called sclera. The word sclera stands for hard, tough. ठीक है. So the toughest layer, the outermost layer is the toughest layer, and the posterior 3/4 part of the eyes, it is forming a circular cavity-like structure, and the in front 1/4 part is actually forming a transparent region, bulge region, that is called cornea. The cornea and the sclera are made up of same thing. Okay. Posterior 2/3 parts of it, not 3/4, 2/3 part is actually making a sclera, the rigid tough cavity, and the anterior 1/3 part is actually a bulged structure which is transparent and it is known as cornea. Cornea is actually meant for refraction of light. The light is refracted by cornea. Okay. The second layer is choroid. Okay, here it is written, the sclera is written, that outermost layer, and then choroid is the second layer. Now in this diagram the choroid is shown by some grayish color, ash color, this one, the intermediate layer. Now choroid is actually having blood vessels. ठीक है. So it is actually supplying the now blood vessels, and it is found in the 2/3 part of the back, posterior 2/3 part in the form of choroid layer, and in the anterior end it forms the ciliary body. Here you can see ciliary bodies, ये grey color, and here also. The ciliary bodies are actually suspending or holding the lens, eye lens. Now eye lenses are not made up of glass, unlike the lens which we have on your mobile and the lens you got on your camera and lens you got in the physics lab. You might have seen the lenses. All those lenses are having a fixed focal length. They are made up of glass, they are rigid. But the lens which is found in the human eye, it is made up of proteins, it is gel, and its dimension can be changed, or that is its thickness can be increased or decreased. So when the thickness is increased, the focal length decreases and you can focus the nearby object on your retina. And when the thickness is reduced, the focal length increases and you can focus the far placed object onto the same retina. So it is adjustable. It is adjustable. Unlike the camera which you got, you just have to twist it, or you got that WNT, that is adjustment there. In case of electronic adjuster, so that is bringing the lens, two lenses, corresponding lenses close and far, and making the image fall onto the same sensor. Here our sensor is actually retina, and on the retina is there is only one lens. So we cannot increase or decrease the distance, or place them move ahead or behind. We cannot change the direction, but what we can change, our eyes and ability to change the thickness and focal length. And because the focal length changes, the object which are placed in different places, their images are formed onto the same retina. Okay, just in front of the retina lens, there is a pupil. You can see iris is there and the pupil is there. Okay, now what is iris? Iris is just giving color, नयन तारा जिसको कहते हैं, ठीक है, आंखों के तारा, आंखों का तारा तारा वारा नहीं है वहाँ पे, इट्स नॉट a star shape, but it is called tara. Now it is having a different color. It may be green, it can be blue, it can be black, it can be brown, or it can be some other color, and people nowadays put God knows what all things to change the color. Where that is a different thing. What iris has got some peculiar color, and between the iris there is a pupil. The pupil is a small hole, aperture. We also got aperture in our camera. कैमरा का अपर्चर अलाउ करता है कि कितनी लाइट आएगी अंदर, ठीक है, एंड यहाँ हमारा अपर्चर भी वही कर रहा है, दैट इज हाउ मच लाइट विल कम हियर, ठीक है. इन कैमरा द अपर्चर इज प्लेस्ड बिहाइंड द लेंस. हियर हमारा अपर्चर कहाँ पर रखा है, दैट इज द प्यूपिल इज कहाँ रखा है, बिफोर द लेंस, आउट, that is in front of the lens. So the aperture allows that how much light to enter in it. So when there is bright outside, very bright, today it is sunny day, so when there is a bright light entering in our eyes, so it may cause damage to the retina. So pupil constrict हो जाएगा. So there are ciliary muscles, circular arrangement, ठीक है. So the ciliary muscles will contract and the pupil will become small. And when there is a dull light, room में dull है, you are watching some TV show or something in the evening, and suddenly power fails, and suppose you don't have inverter, or inverter is not working, then in that case what will happen? In that case what will happen? There will be a perfect dark. So as long as you are watching TV in the bright room, the pupil will constrict it, and no sooner the power fails, pupil इसलिए कंस्ट्रक्ट हुई थी जितनी ब्राइट है उसमें से सर्टन अमाउंट ऑफ लाइट, मे बी 10% लाइट इज अलाउड टू एंटर इन द आई, से फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग. एंड नाउ ऑल ऑफ सडन इट बिकम डार्क. नाउ व्हेन इट बिकम डार्क, तो डार्कनेस का भी ओनली 10% ही अंदर जा रहा है, मतलब देर इज अ बिट, इवन छोटी मोटी लाइट भी होगी उसका भी केवल 10%. नाउ कौन सी लाइट होगी? हो सकता है आपने पूजा करी हो, अगरबत्ती लगाई हो, ठीक है, हो सकता है आपने मच्छर वाली अगरबत्ती लगा रखी है कोने में, हो सकता है यू मे हैव सम लाइट एमिटिंग क्या कहते हैं डिवाइस इन योर क्लॉक और सम अदर थिंग, सो दे आर एमिटिंग लाइट. तो बहुत छोटी सी लाइट होती है, उस लाइट का भी ओनली 10% विल एंटर इन योर आईज, सो यू विल प्रैक्टिकली नॉट एबल टू सी एनीथिंग. बट इफ यू रिमेन सिटिंग देयर फॉर अ मिनट और सो, you will be able to see things around that light. Very often when I come to drink water in my kitchen, वो जो रेफ्रिजरेटर के ऊपर एक एलईडी है just in the shape of a bar which is showing that which temperature is set. That much is giving me enough of idea where the water urn is kept, where the glass is kept, where to take water, and even I can see if there is any insect is there in the glass. I need to put the light on. वो जो आपने गुड नाइट लगाया रहता ना, मतलब गुड नाइट इज द ब्रांड नेम, मतलब वट एवर इट इज, जो भी है उसकी जो एक छोटी सी लाइट होती है, वो टीवी का जो छोटा सा स्टैंड बाय वाला लाइट है, दैट योर रूम में है, सो मेनी थिंग्स व्हेन एसी इज ऑन, तो एसी की जो लाइट होती है, दैट इज इनफ टू सी, टू मेक अस सी द वेरियस थिंग्स इन द रूम. ठीक है, तो व्हाई, because in that case our pupil is fully expanded, letting the minimum light. In the olden days when the people used to travel, they used to smoke BD, and that BD, the brightness, that was enough for them to show the pathway. ठीक है, so it is the capacity of our, and this property of our light of changing the pupil size to allowing a certain amount of light to fall onto the retina is called power of accommodation. So it is preventing our retina from getting damaged. Okay, now come to the third layer, because we got little time left. The third layer, the third layer, the innermost layer of the eye, is actually made up of light sensitive cells, that is the rods and cones, and that is called retina. Now in the retina, which is shown in the red color here, in the retina you can see two clear regions. One is fovea, that is also called as the yellow body. This is the region where the rod cells are highly condensed. ठीक है, खूब सारे. So here the image is the clear, most clear. So जब भी हमको किसी चीज को देखना होता है ना, चलो हम देखते हैं, आप लोग सबों ने एक्सपीरियंस किया होगा, दैट इज व्हेनेवर यू आर ड्राइविंग स्कूटर, मोटरसाइकिल, कार एक्सेट्रा, यू फाइंड इट डिफिकल्ट टू सी द पीपल हु आर कमिंग पैरेलल टू यू और यू आर जस्ट बिहाइंड, नॉट बिकॉज द लाइट इज नॉट एंट्रिंग. यहाँ भी होंगे तब भी आप यू कांट मेक आउट, you can just make out that there is something, but you can't make out that who is he, what color dress he is wearing, helmet है कि नहीं है, कौन सी कार है, and all, unless you turn. Now why you have to turn? Light तो आ रही है ना आँख में. Now I can make out that something is moving here in the same two sides. I can make out that something is moving here, something is coming ahead, but I can't make out what is that. ये तो मेरा हाथ है, मुझे पता होगा. But if someone is parallelly moving around us, we will not be able to make out. If we had to get distinguish that who is he or she or what is the object, we will have to turn that side. So when we turn our face, the object, the image is formed on the fovea, where the rods and cone cells are highly concentrated, and the neurons coming out of them are also very dense. So the most clear image. So if you have to read something, if you have to see something, if you have to read the barcode, if you have to read the expiry date on the medicine small tablet strip where it is very finely printed, or if you have to read that fine print which are written at the bottom of the insurance or what you call mutual fund, where it is sent, so they are written in so small letters that you can't see. So you have to keep it like this, just in front of the, so the image is exactly found for the fovea, and just beneath the fovea you see there is a blind spot. Blind spot is that part. Now ये तो two dimensional diagram है, ठीक है, the longitudinal section. So in longitudinal section there is one particular point, that point is shown in this. Now in reality ऐसा नहीं है कि पूरे आंख के अंदर वो वाली जगह पे जो है मतलब there is nothing. This is a very fine point, maybe at the size of the head of the all-pin. इतना सा portion. So if the image is exactly formed at that point, you will not be able to see. अगर आप कोई ऑब्जेक्ट देख रहे हैं, इस तरह से देख रहे हैं, उसमें देयर इज ओनली अ डॉट एंड द डॉट्स इमेज इज फॉर्म ऑन टू दिस ब्लाइंड स्पॉट, यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू मेक आउट द डॉट. दैट इज रेयरेस्ट ऑफ रेयर इवेंट. ऐसा हो सकता है because we tend to see any object such that the image is formed in the foreground. We are not seeing the object that the image should fall on the what you call blind spot. And blind spot is the part from which all the optic nerves are emerging out. So I have just given you the structure of eye. In the tomorrow's class we will study how the eyes are able to make us see, and we will see the nose and the ear also, and then chapter will be over in tomorrow's class. Okay, that's all children. Thank you.